Hi everybody, we are in October already. Can you believe how fast time is flying? October 2025, oh my gosh. But I think I got the perfect novel, perfect book to kick off the spooky season. Welcome to Harry's Book Cafe. As you can see, I'm now recording finally at home. I got some time. So without further ado, let's jump into the review. Today I want to talk about Uketsu's Strange Pictures. Now, if you have seen my previous video, you would have seen Uketsu's Strange Buildings. In fact, Strange Buildings is his actual second novel. The one that I'm about to review now, Strange Pictures, is his first endeavor. What a book. Now, according to Goodreads, many people actually prefer Strange Pictures, the first novel, than his second one. I now have read both. And I will tell you what I think towards the end of the video. So without further ado, let's jump into the review itself. Now, Uketsu is a very unique character. He only ever appears online, and whenever he does, he looks like this. Quite a cool vibe, isn't it? So Strange Pictures seeks to tell a story through the media of picture. This concept isn't original because we have other books doing similar sort of thing, like Hidden Pictures, and the other one I'll find out the name by Josh Malaman. I'll put that here. They both seek to use the media of picture to tell a story. However, none of them are quite so extensive. None of them use picture as the fundamental central line that links the plot. It's a fantastic story. Fundamentally, is actually a crime story more than horror, but there's definitely an element of Japanese horror mixed into the story, which makes it very, very interesting across different culture lines that I find very enjoyable. Now, the story, when I first started reading it, I thought they were independent short stories. However, as I start to read the second chapter, I realize actual fact they are all connected, although you might not see the connection immediately, but they will become a lot more obvious because one particular name keeps repeating itself throughout the book, and you thought, okay, this is not a separate story, they are actually in fact linked. And I really enjoy that element of surprise. Now, the story itself is very well written, and I got the feeling that the writer knows exactly where he's going from the beginning to the end. It was well planned out. The story is tight, very well woven together. The story itself is very, very interesting. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Although at times you feel like, okay, this is clearly a work of fiction because in real life certain element of stuff would never happen. Nevertheless, having said that, I do really enjoy the book tremendously. I think the creativity that going through some of the methods of killing someone is, I don't know how you can plan something like that, but there's the element of surprise, and certainly when it comes to the killing itself, is very, very creative. Now, talking about surprise, however, there isn't the element of, wow, this is what happened, like some of the thriller book or this massive twist towards the end. None of that really, because the surprise was actually spoon-fed to you in little spoonful throughout the novel. So towards the end, when the actual truth was revealed, there isn't really an element of surprise. You almost thought, okay, I expected that to happen. So it follows your logical thoughts. I don't want to say too much about the novel because I really want you to enjoy this whole beautifully written story. It is fantastic, well-written novel. If you want something that can really just kick off the spooky season, then this will be the starter of the season. It's a soft, flavorful soup followed by more extreme main course, if you know what I mean. I think that's a good analogy. If you want to start the season, then start with this one, then gradually get more extreme as you progress towards Halloween at the end of the month. Now, going back to what I said about the comparison of these two novels, rather contrary than other reviewers, I do prefer the second novels a little bit more, and that's the Strange Buildings. Now, The reason for that is because I've never ever seen a novel using the media of floor plans to tell a story, and that's just so refreshingly original. And that to me has that originality really captured me. Even the story itself isn't as well written, as well thought out than the first one. If I can make a comparison, the first one is really tightly woven bow of yarn of storytelling. The second one is a little bit messy, however still a good story, but it's a little bit messy and a little bit far-fetched. Nevertheless, if you're interested, I would recommend both of them for you to read. I think there's a reason why these two books are so hot at the moment on TikTok, and I get it completely. So I would highly recommend you guys to dive in and give it a try. It's absolutely 5 stars. Anyway guys, it's a very short review. I hope you like it, and if you do, please give it a thumb up and share with your friends. It can really help with the YouTube algorithm to encourage me to put out more contents just like this one. Thank you very much guys. I shall bring you a lot more horror novels for the season. Thank you very much. Take care.